This is the story of Little Red Riding Hood.
Once upon a time, there was a sweet little girl who was loved by everyone. Her grandmother loved her most of all, and once gave her a red cloak, which the girl liked so much that she would wear nothing else. So she was always called Little Red Riding Hood. One day, when her father was out chopping wood, Little Red Riding Hood's mother said to her,
"Your grandmother has been feeling ill. Go take this basket for her. I have put some eggs, cake, and the juice."
"Okay, Mom." And so, Little Red Riding Hood set off for her grandmother's cottage in the middle of the woods. It was a bright and sunny morning. Along the way, Red Riding Hood was so happy she wanted to dance down the woods. All around her grew ready wildflowers, which she loved so much that she stopped to pick a bunch for her grandmother. When Little Red Riding Hood stopped to pick a flower, a gruff voice behind her said,
"Hello, little girl," said a deep, growling voice from behind her. Little Red Riding Hood was very startled. She spun around and saw a big, bad wolf standing in the shadows between two trees. She didn't know that the wolf was bad, and she had already forgotten her mother's words about talking to strangers.
Good morning, Mr. Wolf.
What have you got in the basket, Little Red Riding Hood?
Eggs, juice, and cake.
Where are you going with them, Little Red Riding Hood?
To my grandmother's. She is quite ill.
Where does your grandmother live, Little Red Riding Hood?
A good half an hour further into the woods, there are 3 large apple trees in front of your house. Surely you must know it.
I don't know.
replied the wolf, and with that he set off while Little Red Riding Hood continued her search for pretty wildflowers. At last, the wolf found the cottage with 3 large apple trees and knocked at the door.
Who's there?
Little Red Riding Hood.
Press the latch, open the door, and walk in.
The wolf pressed the latch, opened the door, and walked in. He made one jump at her, but she jumped out of her bed and into a closet. The wolf then put on the grandmother's cap and crept under the bed sheets. After a while, Little Red Riding Hood walked down the open door, calling out,
Good morning, grandmother. I've got your eggs, juice, and cake, and some pretty flowers.
As she came closer to the bed, she said,
Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have.
All the better to hear you with, my child.
But, grandmother, what big eyes you have.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
But, grandmother, what big hands you have.
All the better to hug you with.
But, grandmother, what big teeth you have.
All the better to eat you with.
he said as he sprang at Little Red Riding Hood. Just at that moment, Little Red Riding Hood's father was passing the cottage and heard her scream. He rushed in and his axe chopped off Mr. Old's head. Everybody was happy that Little Red Riding Hood had escaped the wolf, and they lived happily ever after.
The end.